Hey everybody, just want to give you all a heads up that the first 10 minutes of the pod, my microphone was a little weird, so we had to stop and reset, and then it is awesome after that, so stick with it and keep rocking. Here comes the heat!
You're sweet girl, you once were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello everybody, it is October 2nd, 2023, 10/2/23. I am Drew.
I'm Tara.
This is America's number one, say it out loud, number one sports, entertainment, sibling, butthole buffoonery, 69 celebrating, Chicago-based podcast. MELLONfights.
Woo!
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights. We're not number one. Tara, at this point, for us to meet our goal, can I tell you something? We're not writing it down. We're not writing down our things.
I know.
Because the Kelseys are number one officially now.
Oh,
They've gone to
God.
number one officially because of you know why. I don't want to even talk about it. To be quite honest, I don't want to talk about it. So we're not going to talk about it. I find it to be so uninteresting.
Stupid.
I was watching the game last night, and I'm just like, they did an opening
I
of
know.
the football game about. It's now the name not to be spoken in this podcast, Tara.
Our Voldemort.
They did an opening for the football game. Like, what the fuck does this have to do with this game?
Yeah, it was
It
ridiculous.
was so obnoxious.
Where
It
they
was like, what are we doing?
brought in the voice crossover, and
It
I'm
was
just
so
like,
bad.
this is so dumb. Like, what are we doing? And people that say it's a good thing for football, it's a stupid
not.
thing. It's a
No, it's
stupid
not.
thing for football.
I'll say this. I don't think they showed her that much in the second half. They might have showed her right at the end again, but they stopped showing her, and I think it's because they're alienating their fan base. I think there's a lot of football fans that were being vocal on Twitter and things like that.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we should probably show them less because people are like, well, I'm so tired of this. And then guess what? Because the Swift fans aren't gonna stick around to watch football.
Right.
So stop it. So stop doing it. It's not good marketing.
No,
it's actually really stupid. Mainly, and I'm just like, oh my god. Guess what? Racism isn't going to chase people away from the game, but showing Taylor Swift every fucking night, it might. It might. I just I don't give a fuck. Just,
well, especially
stop.
since she brought her famous crew with her. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't think they brought her. I don't think she brought them. I think it was a planned thing
It's
that
just
she got, and that was. I think the box was someone else's, and she was. There was like, oh yeah, you can come be in our box if you want to come to this.
yeah.
Game. I think it was not.
About it is weird.
box.
Just like
They're all in a movie together. All those people. They're in the new Deadpool together, and there's a rumor that she's going to be in it.
oh, well, I
So
know
that's
she's like besties with Blake Lively.
Well, all those people are in Deadpool. Well, I don't know if Blake is, but
Well,
three other people in that room were, and there's been rumors that she's going to be some part in it. So I think that's why. So it's just more publicity because they did that thing, and then they went straight to a thing for her concert that's going to be in theaters. I'm like, oh my god, this is. Listen, if they can just admit, there's this is just marketing. That's all we're doing. It's fine, but it's just I don't need to be inundated with it.
no.
I don't know that it's beneficial to anything. I mean, I'm sure that somehow the NFL is making money off of it, but it's not lasting. It's
Well, and I definitely said the reason that Travis was doing it was because their podcast was getting boring and old, and they needed something to bring.
Oh, the new theory is that they've actually been dating for a long time. I'm like, no, they have not.
No.
They haven't. They just haven't.
She's been on tour for.
Right, exactly.
Like, give me a fucking break.
Exactly. Here we are. I didn't want to talk about it, but we have to.
It's so stupid.
But again, it's just because I just think the NFL needs to like quit it. Yeah. It's not good for the game. It's not fans that are going to stick with the game. So stop it.
Right,
and you are like alienating fans. I was like, I don't want to turn this off. I'm so tired of it.
This is
Luckily,
my thought.
The game was kind of close.
I know the game was interesting.
At least the game ended up being interesting, so I stuck around. But
yes.
Jesus.
Well, my whole thing is this. Are Taylor Swift fans actually watching the game just to see her at the football game? Because if that's the case, people are fucking weird.
But Taylor Swift fans are dumb.
That's weird.
Swifties are dumb. It's not interesting.
No.
There's so many things in my life I care about and like. And that is not one of them. And I wouldn't act this way about it.
No.
Like even the NFL, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I care. Right? Something like, but I also wouldn't like, I don't know. So like the biggest thing that happened for me in the last week was Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
Was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
And we talked about it for about 2 seconds. I didn't tune in I wanted to see what sports analysts thought of it. And then that was kind of the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to I mean, it's all it really is. It's their fandom to it. It's like that's the thing they're the most into. But man, I'm not going to tune in and watch. I don't know. I don't even know what to compare it to. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
Like when I tune in to learn stuff about the Bucks, it's like it'd be like me turning on the music.
Right.
Because it's like I just go to a sports channel and I listen to sports. Where this is like. I'm going to another. It'd be like if I turned on the tennis match to see
Jimmy Butler.
It'd be like if I turned on a fucking football game to see fucking Giannis in a box. I'd be like, why do I care?
Right.
It'd be like if I turned on a tennis match because Giannis was dating Coco Gauff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go see that.
Well,
why would I would never watch it because I don't know how old is she? Is that allowed? Is she old enough to date Giannis?
I don't think so. I think she's only like 17.
Okay, who's another one? Who's the other big tennis? What's the other girl's name that got good there for a second? No, she's 19. Oh. Technically, it's allowed. It'd be like if I turned on... we'll just say that. It'd be like if I turned on a tennis match to see Giannis in the stands. I'm going to stick around and watch this game now because Giannis is in the stands watching Coco.
Right, and I...
What?
And
the fuck are we talking about?
And I don't really like tennis, but I'm going to watch this game because they might go...
And that's
to Giannis
to sport. That's at least sport to sport.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, yeah, I'm going to watch this thing because someone I know might be shown on screen for 2 seconds. It's so weird.
Did I talk about last week how it's so strange how the fans are reacting to Taylor Swift, but years ago when Jessica Simpson was literally dating Tony Romo and how terrible people were to her.
They're awful. Well, that's awful. Yeah. Well, I even said, because I was like, I mean, the OGs were, I'm like, Carrie Underwood, when she was in the box, people were excited. I'm like, that was the other thing. I was like, this isn't new.
No.
Taylor Swift fans, like, Carrie Underwood did the jump years ago. And, like, people were excited when they saw it. And Jessica Simpson was another one.
Right, but Romo they were terrible to her.
Yeah, they were a lot nicer to
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, because they were losing games.
Yeah.
And people were blaming her. It was out of control.
Right, for, like, wearing nuts. Her pink Tony Romo
That makes more sense. Sports fan can get in, like, cool, we got someone to blame.
Well, I think if they would have ended up losing that, some Kansas City fans would have been pissed off.
They're going to turn on that shit very quickly. If they start... can I tell you something? They ain't looked that good offensively so far this season, except for last week.
And they played the Bears, so...
They played the Bears, so that don't... I mean, the Bears gave up 35 points or 31 points to the Denver Broncos, so...
Yeah.
That was funny. So anyway, it's weird. I think it needs this. They need to just cool it.
Cool your
You can show her once or twice. That's fine.
Sure.
But to make the opening about it for a Sunday night football game between two NFL teams, and the real story is that Aaron Rodgers is out, and this guy's playing, and Mahomes they just won the Super Bowl last year, and that's what you're going to do your opening about?
Yeah.
That's a joke. It was I was grossed out by it.
I was too. So I hate it all. Are you sure your mic sounds okay on your end?
Sounds totally normal.
Okay. To me, it sounds like you're coming from your
what?
Your
I can hear myself completely.
Okay. As long as you think you're good.
I mean, I can double check.
We had a little microphone issue there. We're back.
Better than ever.
Better than ever. We're done talking about that bullshit.
Yes.
Anyway, we don't really care. It's not fun. We talked about it too much already. Brandy.
I do have to say one thing.
Oh no, I've already moved on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What do you have to say one thing about? I said we were agreed to moving on, and you're going to say one thing.
Travis Kelce just doesn't even look as hot as he used to. He has a weird look going on.
It's his mustache and head.
But his hair is weird too.
He looks bigger too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't his head look fatter?
Yeah.
He looks a little bloated. I was going to say,
he's putting on those relationship pounds.
So has he really maybe been in a relationship?
Maybe.
Or did he put on some
relationship?
Or did he put on podcast weight?
Weight.
It's probably more like
the best pods carry a little extra weight.
So we got to work a little harder now, Tara, to pass these guys. Or maybe it's going to be. Maybe he's going to fuck up and piss off Swifties, and it's going to topple it. We shall see.
Only time will tell. Okay.
Because apparently Swifties have all the power in the world, they like to think.
Yeah.
They're boring. Anyway, I'm confused by them, too. I don't understand who they are. Besides white women. I do know they're white women. That I do know.
He got 900,000 more followers on Instagram because of Taylor. It's almost 1 million.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he already had a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, but that's 1 million people because he's dating someone.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing to... I don't even follow the people I like. The only people I do follow are I follow Giannis because as a family we started it's just because it's the only athlete I follow a couple of bucks. That's about it, and I barely care.
Yeah,
I barely care. I don't follow teams. I don't follow much major stuff. Not interesting to me.
Yeah.
Brandy.
You know what
Oh my God, Tara! We've moved on twice now.
But I have something else to say. I used to follow a bunch of these meme sites and stuff. And I think what they do is they end up selling their channels or whatever.
For followers.
And all of a sudden it's sex shit. It's super weird. Sex toys all of a sudden is what it's all
some
about.
of them do that. Boozy Bitch has always had they still have their memes within sex toys.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it's odd. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it'll be here's a funny thing, here's a funny thing, and then you ever had your clit explode? Here's how you get it done. Drip, 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 drip. You ever had your clit drip to the moon and back? I never even feel like I'm exaggerating.
Oh my God. I don't think you are either.
I feel like it's that insane.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Get it.
It's
You're horny.
Yeah.
You're so horny. You're so horny.
Okay, now you can talk, Brandy.
No, she's invited us to brunch. She said, hey, let's do some brunch. And I say, yes. That's it. If she's listening, she'd start finding out. Told her I'd respond in the pod.
When are you going to brunch?
In the future. I don't remember the date. What do you mean, when am I going to brunch?
I don't know.
I don't know the date. Whatever it was, I'm saying yes.
Okay.
Unless things change. Everyone doesn't need to know when I'm going to brunch, Tara.
I didn't
know. They don't
if
need a
I
date
was
of
gonna go
brunch
too.
and time.
I didn't know if I was invited too.
You're not. You're not.
That's fine.
You're not.
That's fine.
You're just not.
I don't
Did you get an invite?
No.
Then you're not.
I didn't know if it was a pod invite.
It was a Drew Mellon invite. And Miranda. Do you live in Chicago?
No.
I didn't think so. Tara, you know what I'm drinking today?
What? A juice box.
I got a juice box and a High Life.
Oh, look at you.
Because I like to live like a man and I like to live like a little baby boy.
Yeah.
So I like to drink a High Life. Doesn't get any manlier than that.
It wasn't coming in very good, neither of them. I'm not getting very much ASMR.
Oh, I wasn't doing it.
Oh.
I was just showing you. Oh, sorry. You want some ASMR juice box?
Yeah.
You didn't really get a real noise when you suck on a...
I liked it, though.
High seafood punch. And then, of course, you got the High Life, which is like... Oh, this is so good. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's the High Life, baby. Slurp it in there. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Is that what you're looking for there?
This is what I needed.
What do you got? Give me a little ASMR with whatever beverage you be slurping on.
I didn't have much, so I have a Celsius Arctic Vibe.
What's that?
It's an energy drink that I shouldn't be drinking right now.
Oh, yeah. Pound it.
Whoa! That's a good.
That's some weird ASMR. That's a weird... It started out strong, and then it was like loud. You gotta redo that with a little like
hold on.
less zing to it.
Hold on.
At the end, like, hey, that's very relaxing. Then yin yang yang goo.
Well, it was the energy drink in me.
Okay, well, energized differently. Try again. That would. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had more after the gunk.
I had more.
I know you had more after the gunk. Do it again. I'll quiet down.
That's a good.
Where'd the gunk go? I liked the gunk.
I thought you didn't like the gunk.
Yeah, but I know you had like a little follow up to the gunk. Do it later. You don't have to keep slurping your hot.
I know. I'm like, jeez.
Your energy bev. So I drank a lot of High Lifes over the weekend. I can't lie. I bought a 12-pack on Friday, and then I bought a 12-pack again on Sunday.
Oh, damn. Were you drinking it by yourself?
Well, I bought more on Sunday because Miranda's brother came over to watch football with us, or with me, on the roof, and to watch football. So it was for football. They're football beers. Football was fun yesterday. It was a good day of football.
It was.
It was all over the place. The
witching hour is real.
The witching hour is real, except for we didn't watch the witching hour yesterday.
Oh.
Because I forgot to switch. Nathan had never seen the Red Zone, which I didn't know.
Oh.
And we had the split. He's a Bears fan, so we did the split game. It wasn't actually that bad because the two games going back and forth.
Yeah.
We don't run into a ton of commercials, but we had the split game going on the YouTube TV, which is really nice. I wish you could put the Red Zone with that. But we were mostly watching that Bears game, so we missed a lot of the witching hour, even though it was a lot of fun. But we saw a lot of what went down. Mm-hmm. And Tara, I wish I would have talked you out of that Jags game.
I wish I
talked about it
too.
a little bit. I was worried about the London aspect of it.
I know.
I think it was. I wish I would have talked you out of it.
I didn't realize it was London until after the fact, and then I kind of already talked myself into it. Yeah. But I'm slipping. I had a push the week prior. Is that what it's called?
You didn't have
when
a push.
You don't win or lose.
You didn't have a push. You lost.
Did I win?
No, you lost.
No.
Yeah, Tara.
It was a 3.
No.
+3.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I can go back and look, but I know you.
It was.
Win. You're 2-2 now.
No,
Tara.
I didn't lose. I pushed.
Oh my God. You didn't push.
Yes, I did.
Hold on.
It was 3.
It wasn't 3.
And they lost by 3.
Who did?
The Rams.
Tara Lynn Mellon.
I know I'm right on this.
I forgot to put up our underdog picks for last week, by the way. My bad.
That's okay, because people would have lost.
I covered.
But
you were Rams +2.
No, it was +3.
You want me to play it for you?
When I did it, it was +3, I thought.
You want me to play it for you?
No, I believe you. +2. Fuck!
It moved. So no, you did not cover. Sadly, it was close.
Damn it!
But
I know.
so
I was so pissed.
This week was
and
not.
then I was
Jags
like
bit us in the ass twice this year now.
Yeah, and I'm pissed that I lost that first one because the Bengals are not good.
No, it felt like they were going to get
what the
beat
hell?
badly in that game.
Yes.
No, it felt like they should have lost to that. The Rams I think are still solid. They get Cooper Kupp back this week. So Terry,
They
you're
really let me down.
You're 2-2. With my bonus pick, I'm 3-2 now, but I didn't put up clips, sadly. I covered.
I don't remember who you had.
I took the Rams this last night. Plus whatever, and they won outright. So
yeah, they did.
Because I said I like your pick. I liked your pick last week, and I thought the line would move, and I wanted to get it when I did. And then I never even bet on either of our games. I fucked up. Yeah, we both. So I am 3-2 on the season. You are 2-2 on the season now. So I'm on a 3-week winning streak. Technically,
I'm on a
true.
2-week losing.
Actually, I lost.
Oof.
I split last week, but
oof.
We got to get it.
I haven't even looked.
I do have my jacket here, and I'll be putting. I know we'll talk about it in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit. We don't have to talk a ton about the week. I thought that my big takeaways from the week were. I want to talk about Andy's Room. Did you watch Andy's Room? Did you get up and watch it?
Well, here's the thing. I set my alarm to watch it, and it didn't go off because I set it wrong. But I did wake up in time to watch some of it, yes.
I woke up at 8:30 and I watched almost most of it, I would say. Here's the thing. There was parts of it that were very, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like,
yeah.
You could see, even some of the movement was like, oh, wow. And then I saw it with the play. I'm like, did they really do it like that? And then I saw the play. I'm like, oh, wow. That's really how they, maneuvered out of that. It was kind of cool. But there just were a lot of glitches in it.
Yeah.
Sadly. I think it could be a thing, though. Honestly.
I know. I think it's kind of a fun.
It's fun. I didn't hate the energy of it was good. I think they need more going on in the room. It's a little too dead in the room. Yeah,
I agree.
They just need more. I think they just need the sidelines lined up with other toys, cheering,
celebrating, and cheering.
I hope they don't give up on it because I think there's something there. And it was a little glitchy at points, but otherwise it was kind of impressive. I don't know if you saw any of the side by sides of the live and the toy thing. It was really close and kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think there were
glitches, certain glitchy things where there was a fumble and it looked like the quarterback still had it and stuff like that.
There was touchdowns where the ball they'd catch it, but it would just be sitting there on the ground. But there was fun stuff where when they were busting down they would get flames under their feet and stuff. I think there's something there. I think it was a good. I think they should have maybe ran it a little more. I thought the announcing wasn't weird in it. I thought that Booger and the guy did good.
They did good.
I thought that they did a good job. So
I like that Slinky was the
there was smart stuff like that. The claw was setting the ball. It was just a little too slow.
Yeah.
Maybe just do it a little quicker. Make it somehow quicker. I don't know. There's a lot of things about it that were interesting, but then I things I didn't like. I would like to see Sid show up and maybe do something weird or something like that. Whereas Woody was barely a part of it. So yeah, that's my take. I thought it was pretty fun. It has a lot. I think the potential is high. That's my take.
Yeah, and it was kind of informational as well.
Yeah, it was fun to hear him try to teach kids football. It's been a long time. Kids don't know it.
Right.
And a lot of times your parents, you learn it, through just watching it and your parents and stuff like that. But that's a good way to do it because I feel like a lot of the actual broadcasts don't do that as much as they used to. Because it's everyone knows it. We're not going to talk about it. But I think they should maybe earlier in the season kind of re-go over some of that stuff for, kids so they can kind of oh, this is how the game works. And people will probably complain I know that. I'm like, oh, well. I could see myself doing that, but at the same time, who cares what I say?
Right.
Get the kids back in.
Yeah, I was a fan.
But also, it didn't totally work.
Yeah.
I got to fix it a little.
Towards the end, it got a little boring too, just because it was
the game was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is it was hard to get a total, like, I think that since they are doing that, they might as well just have everybody marked on who it is too. Do you know what I mean? Like get a little nameplate above it, like the Thursday night games, just so you have a better idea of what's on the field and stuff. Like, because everything looks like the same person out there because they're all like the same build. So it's hard to get any real vibe of who's who. But it was cool. It was fun to like see like Bijan Robinson make cuts, and it looked cool. I thought it was very cool, and also needs improvement.
Yes.
Other than that, football takes, Tara. Who's the worst team in the NFL?
The Bears.
The Bears. The Bears. Even though they've shown signs of life, they are the worst team in the NFL. Carolina's close.
Carolina
doesn't have any offense to speak of whatsoever. No. But they have a new quarterback, and we don't really know.
The Broncos are pretty fucking bad too.
The Broncos are. I mean, they won that game, but it was we're getting embarrassed by the Bears for a half and plus.
And that fourth down that they went for at the end of the game, instead of kicking a field goal to go ahead, what the fuck were they doing? And then it was like the stupidest play ever that everyone knew was about to happen.
The fullback, fullback touched the ball way too much yesterday. Yeah, there was like a run there where his fullback's just getting carries, costing me fantasy games. Christian McCaffrey needed to get me a 50. Good. I know. But they gave it to the fullback, so he didn't get it, and then they had Purdy rush sneaking.
Yeah. He's good, man.
He's awesome. I love Christian McCaffrey. I talk about him all the time.
I know. He's so fun to watch.
I know that we're allowed to say he's the best running back in the league because he's a white boy, but he's the best running back in the league. I'm sorry. He may not be technically the most athletic, but as far as knowing how to play running back, he's the best at it. The things he does is nuts. It's like, man, that's just so good. The best angles. Hurdles, spins, catches, routes. He's just, and then also he's strong and fast. Yeah. I love him. He's great.
He's fucking good. He's real fun in that offense, for sure.
He was fun in it.
I'm really glad too, but I'm really glad that I know they. Really
it's nice to see him on a team that doesn't shoot. That team shot them. It's when you got a player on a team that shoots himself in the foot all the time, like Carolina used to, and it costs your guy because the Niners don't do that. So he's never like dealing with like, oh, he's about to get a touchdown here, but then they get like 2 penalties in a row. Like the Niners don't do that. So it makes him better. They're just
very well coached, and they're just freaking good.
They're good. I think they're the best team. My takeaway from yesterday is they are the best team in the NFL. They haven't showed any signs of that. They're not. The Cowboys play them next week, and hopefully they can hang with them. I don't know. They could. Because their defense is interesting enough, but I don't know that they will. They don't deal well with running games. So I think they lose. I think the Cowboys lose next week.
Oh, I think they're going to lose.
Their offenses looked terrible. Even yesterday. Like they scored 38 points yesterday, but that was all because they had short fields and turnovers and 2 defensive touchdowns. The Cowboys offense looked like dog shit again. They only had they had barely any yards rushing. Like they couldn't get Tony Pollard going again. They're not that good. They're just not that good offensively. I don't buy it.
I don't either. Another takeaway I have, Detroit is good.
Okay. Detroit's solid. I'd say Detroit's a real solid football team. I think there's 2 teams that I think Detroit's solid, but people kind of expected that. And the other team that's I think actually solid that people didn't expect is I think the Rams are a solid football team. I think they're going to be in a lot of games. I think they get Cooper Kupp back in there.
They fucked me over, so I'm kind of not quite there with you.
Well, they had a bad week last week, but they won this week.
Yeah, they did.
Cincinnati was desperate last week. They lost this week. Can you imagine their own? They got crushed this week by the Titans, who have been playing like shit.
They're not a good team. They're so bad.
No, they're bad.
Plus,
they're done.
Joe Burrow, is he injured? Or does he just suck?
They're both. Probably injured.
And then Jamar Chase is irritated. They're just falling apart.
Yep. Derrick Henry had a nice couple runs. There's a lot of good running back runs yesterday. It was a lot of fun watching the running backs run yesterday. They're still my favorite. I'm going to say it every week. It's my favorite running backs. Passing games are boring. People that just pass all the time. Boring. Pacheco's run last night, that was awesome.
It was so good.
Pacheco? I don't know how you say it. Isaiah Pacheco's run?
So good.
That was awesome. He won that game. He was the reason they won that game is he played awesome.
I know. You know what? You know who else played good? Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he played better than he's ever played in his
throwing
life.
some really great passes.
He needed, like you said, he needed Aaron in the stands. He needed Aaron there to give him confidence.
Yes.
Because I feel like Aaron did do a good job of kind of mentoring him. I saw on Hard Knocks. So
yeah,
Aaron looks better with his mustache than Kelsey looks with his mustache. I would say
he looks so stupid and then his hair's so dumb. I hate it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are there? The Bills are back.
Bills are back, baby.
Looking good.
I wasn't really down on the Bills, but the Bills are back.
Yep.
3 in a row, looked really good. Made the Dolphins, who scored 70 last week, look pretty mediocre.
Yep.
So there it is.
And Von Miller's still out, so their defense is good.
They did lose a guy yesterday, though, for the year. D-back. Can't think of his name off the top of my head. White, maybe? What's his name? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. But they lost a major defensive player yesterday, sadly. Not good.
The Colts are kind of fun.
The Colts were a little bit feisty last year too, and they're feisty now. And they do get Jonathan Taylor back this week.
Yeah.
Will he play? I don't know. Is he going to sit out? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hard to say because now he's off the PUP list. Because so if he sits out, they have to pay him now. But they couldn't if he was this weird injury thing.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird what they had going on. But they are feisty. I hope they pay him or do something and he plays because I want to see him play.
I do too.
Because think about that team with him. That's a good football team.
It's a good football team.
Comes a solid football, at least a solid to good football team.
Another fun take.
What's that?
Baker is a little frisky on the Bucks. I kind of like it.
Yeah, he's played decent. That's who he is. The Bucks are frisky. There's some frisky teams. I'd take Baker on the Bucks over Mac Jones on the Patriots. Zach Wilson. I know he played okay last night, but I'd take him over Zach Wilson on the Jets. I'd take him over Justin Fields maybe right now. I'm not as down on Justin Fields as everybody else, though. That one play was really funny when he the fumbly pass thing that he scored on that basically lost him the game. It was pretty funny. I don't know where I stand on that. He played good before that. I don't know.
I just feel bad for him.
I just think that he's better than he looks. I see the skills there. I think if he gets the right coaches around him that are doing the right stuff for him, I think he could be good still. You know, like Baker's doing now. Like Baker playing pretty good. I take Baker over a lot of these guys. He's no Joshua Dobbs. The Arizona Cardinals playing real good. What's that about? I like that. I don't
know.
I like it.
Yeah, they're not, just tanking. They're playing tough.
Any other takeaways from yesterday's football? Or anything you learned?
Anything I learned? The Commanders always seem to play the Eagles pretty tight.
Yeah, I think they're an okay football team this year too. I don't think the Eagles have looked that good, and I think the Commanders have looked okay. I'm not that afraid of the Eagles. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I think they're okay. I think they kind of had the perfect storm going last year. They let in my opinion, they got, a little ahead of them. They overachieved last year for what they were. And I think it just, worked out for them. They wouldn't have gone to the Super Bowl if Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt. They just wouldn't have.
Oh, definitely not. Not even a remote chance.
I think they're as flawed as the Cowboys are flawed at this point. I think either of them, it depends on who. I guess I trust them more in the playoffs than the Cowboys because the Cowboys just don't perform in the playoffs at all.
Right.
Mike McCarthy doesn't and Dak doesn't. So, Tara.
Drew.
It's time. Hold on. Tara, it's time. Once again, from MELLONfights, underdog pick
Pick
of the week.
the week.
Of the week.
Of the week.
I haven't looked at any lines yet at all. I have no
I've
idea
not either.
what they
I'm gonna
are.
pull it up right
Tara,
now.
2-2 this season. Me, thrice in 2.
Sort of.
So we're right there. We gotta turn it around, Tara.
We do.
We gotta turn it around. Let me head over to DraftKings where we make DraftKings. The only site we bet on is DraftKings. Maybe someday Tara will have a sponsor. We push a lot of stuff that doesn't pay us money.
I know.
Push a lot of stuff that don't pay us money.
God.
Hold on, I don't want my glasses doing I look a little bald right there. What do you think?
Hold on.
It's a look. Hold on. Are you pulling it up?
I am pulling it up. I'm looking at it.
DraftKings.
I'm starting to hate this because I've been sucking.
We just gotta just don't. I feel like you picked the. I feel like you picked the. You didn't think about that pick. That London. Just don't ever pick a London game ever. Stay away from London. Stay away from Monday. Stay away from London, Tara. Here's new rules for you. Stay away from London. Stay away from Monday. You pick Sunday games. Thursdays are okay too. DraftKings. Here we go. NFL. Underdog. MELLONfights. Underdog. Pick of the week. What is fancying you, Tara? Don't pick London. Don't pick Monday. Don't pick London. Don't pick Monday.
God.
Wow, I see a couple here that are like, oh, wow, is that? Why? Interesting. You got anything, Tara? You want me to go first this week? You want to go first this week? What are you thinking here?
Okay. I am gonna go first.
You're gonna go first. Okay, she gets to go first.
No,
guys, she gets to go first every week.
No, you go first. I don't know yet.
Pick.
I still don't know. I'm looking and hating.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Underdog pick of the week. No, who do you got? Seems like you had something. Let's hear it.
I didn't.
You acted like you did.
Who's
favored that shouldn't be? Who's favored that shouldn't be? That's what this should be called. That's basically what we'd be looking for. I only see 2 I like. I like 2 of them, so I'll let you go first just in case you don't have 2 you like.
I have. I'm going to go with the Houston Texans plus 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. We're not doing a plus 1. We know, you know that.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. It's a pick 'em, basically. Houston Texans. I don't hate it. We'll put it on as a bonus, Tara. Tara's bonus is Houston Texans plus 1. But you can't just pick a plus 1. That's crazy to me. That's barely.
I just hate all of them. I'm going to do.
I mean, at that point, you might as well do a money line.
A money line. Can I do a plus 3?
Yeah. But we're going to go. Give me your Houston Texans argument. Because I'm putting it on as a bonus.
Okay, this is a bonus.
Bonus pick from Tara.
I just think the Houston Texans
Tell me what the bonus pick is.
The Houston Texans plus 1 at the Falcons.
Yeah.
I've tried to be a Falcons fan and think that they're feisty. Bijan Robinson is good, but they just do not have a quarterback. Their quarterback sucks. And guess what? Houston's quarterback, he looks pretty freaking good. Mm-hmm. He's probably one of the best rookies out there. And
he's the best
Texans,
rookie out there.
Yeah. And the Texans are feisty little bitches, and I like them a lot. And I think they're going to go in and beat the Falcons.
Okay. Money line?
Money line.
Houston Texans.
Money line.
It's funny. The money line's not even worth your time. It's minus
not
105.
Money line then.
barely worth your time. Yeah, just go Houston Texans +1.
Yeah.
Houston Texans +1. Okay.
Houston Texans +1.
Now, what's your other? What's your other one?
My other one is.
Just say it.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. I think you're. I think you're. 3. I think you. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are your Jags.
They are my Jags.
My Jags. Were my last year team. I went against hard. You're going against the Bengals hard this year. So you're going to go Cincinnati. But you're going to go what?
I'm going Cincinnati Bengals.
Nope. No, you're not.
Or no, I'm not. I'm going to go the Arizona Cardinals +3 against the Cincinnati Bungles because they're bung.
They are bung. Is that why they call them the Bungles?
They're the because
they're bung. There's a couple of they're bunghole city. They smell like bunghole.
They smell.
That team is trash.
They're not good.
They might think about sitting.
They should sit Burrow because
sit Burrow,
if he is injured. Yes.
Sit Burrow. Let him get healthy.
Because they look like shit.
They do look like shit.
And they.
What? Go ahead.
They somehow. That's a look. I like it. They somehow decided that they were going to play good against the Rams, but I don't think they have it against the Cardinals. For some reason, Josh Dobbs have got the Cardinals a-cooking.
I like it. I like that a lot. I just wanted to listen, so I guess I forgot that high C. I mean, that's the ASMR with
that's
high
the noise.
C.
Yeah. Yes.
I like your pick, Tara. I'm about to surprise you with my pick. I'm about to contradict what I said just moments ago.
Okay.
Tara, my pick is the Dallas Cowboys +3.5 at the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, wow.
I know I said not even 5 minutes ago that the Cowboys are going to lose to the Niners, but then I saw it. I saw it on my screen, and it called to me. It said, Drew, the Dallas Cowboys love to get your hopes up early in the year. They're going to pull off the upset in San Francisco to get people going like, wow, this Dallas Cowboy team is for real. And guess what? If Micah Parsons is going to be the MVP, he needs to have a huge game against the Niners. He has to have a big game again in a big moment like this on Sunday Night Football. So Dallas Cowboys +3.5 at the Niners. Book it. Dallas Cowboys +3.5 at the Niners. Book it. Bonus pick.
Book it. Bonus picks.
I like the Rams at home +4.5 against the Eagles.
I don't hate it.
Cooper Kupp's going to be back.
Yeah.
Bonus pick. So, bonus pick, if you want to throw it on there, Rams +4.5. That's not a lock like the Cowboys, but I do like it. Rams +4.5. Cooper Kupp's back. The Rams are at home. They've been playing very frisky. The Eagles, honestly, the Eagles should have been upset already. So I think they get beat this week, and they go to 4-1. Cowboys go to 4-1, and there's a tie atop of the NFC East. That's my prediction for Week 5 of the NFL football season.
I like it. I actually like both of them.
Tara, here's the thing. We're good. I'm very good. I feel like I should be picking on a TV show. That was good. Was it not?
That was good. You could be totally doing that on
I could be doing it on New Heights.
Countdown.
I could be doing it on NFL Countdown. On a betting on anywhere.
On DraftKings.
But guess what?
Podcast.
Guess who's got me,
that's
Tara?
A thing.
Guess who's got me though? MELLONfights has me.
Yes.
That's who can afford me is MELLONfights.
MELLONfights can afford you.
None of these other motherfuckers can afford this guy. So
no.
That was MELLONfights underdog pick of the week. This is my outfit now.
That's your betting outfit.
I got on a very wrinkly shirt. I know that's rare for me.
It is rare.
I don't know what this shirt is. I kind of vibe on it though.
I liked it when I popped in and that's what you were wearing. I'm like, ooh.
I used to wear this at work a lot.
Drew's looking
front
fancy
desk
today.
at a hotel Guys, do I look like a guy that worked front desk? Everyone that listens knows I worked at a front desk of a hotel. I do look like I worked at a front desk of a hotel.
You do.
I fart a lot. I look like a guy that farts the most. I think we've talked about that. I look like I fart a lot
Yeah.
and don't wash my pits. And that's two things
that
are
very
real
much you. That's very much you.
It's me. I mean, I wash my pits.
In a nutshell.
I do wash my pits, but I just don't
put deodorant on.
Deodorante, so it's like
God,
I
my-
almost didn't wash my pits. You know,
I don't get it.
I do. It's lazy. No, it's just who I am. It's my belief. You know, I don't wash my hair either. Look, I'm a disgusting human being.
I got you some.
I can't believe anyone's ever touched my wiener.
Oh God! Did Miranda hear that?
Miranda, did you hear that? I don't know where she is.
No.
She might have headphones in. I have a Zoid up here again. It's time for our couple weekly zit.
I don't have any zits right now.
Zit show
Feeling
off.
Pretty good.
The
No
zit.
zits.
That's a tough place right there on the eyebrow.
Oh yeah, it hurts. That's
Yeah.
a hurtful one.
Yeah, you think it hurts? It hurts. All right,
No
Tara,
zits.
let's step away from sports for a minute. I do want to come back, talk Milwaukee Bucks, but let's move off of sports for a minute. Or no, let's finish it so that non-sports fans can just jump past this now too.
Yeah.
It's just a short. This is going to be short. Milwaukee Bucks made a huge trade. They traded one of my all-time favorite players, sadly.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, one of the league's good guys.
He's such a good dude.
Such a
the
good
best
guy.
dude.
I really wanted him to be. I wish they could have figured out another way to get this done.
Yeah.
But they had to trade something. And they traded Drew Holiday and some picks and got rid of Grayson Allen's stupid white boy ass and brought in I can't lie, Tara, I'm very excited about Dame Time. Because another classically good guy in the league is Dame. It's about the only guy I would have accepted to replace. Honestly, I don't think there's another player in the league where I've been like okay with Drew having to leave. This is a
good guy. Yeah,
this is a guy I like. He's very. Yeah, but I'm very excited. Giannis and Dame, two guys that have scored over 30 points in average over 30 points in a season. I don't know if that's ever happened before, Tara, where two guys that have scored average over 30 in a season have played together. Well, that's not true but I think they both did it last year. But I know that Harden averaged over 30 in a year, and Embiid has as well, I believe. There's got to be other times. There's got to be other times. I wonder if they could. Do you think they could do it together?
Yes.
Lillard and Giannis. I think so too. I think people are like, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think there's plenty of ball to pass around.
Absolutely.
Just the way they play, they spread like the shot is money.
He gets all the Drew shots. Boom.
Yes.
Great. And he takes a lot of Grayson shots, and they get someone in there that's willing to take less. Grayson took too many shots.
Yeah.
Those shots, some of Grayson shots, all of Drew's shots become Lillard shots. Boom. Even a few of Giannis's shots. Giannis will have to take less shots because he's going to get a lot more under the hoop because Lillard's going to get into the ball, a little pick and roll action. It's going to be fucking glorious.
It's going to be
I saw a picture of their media day today. He's so little next to Giannis.
He's so little. He was like he was in the middle of Chris and Giannis. I'm like, holy crap, he's a tiny little baby.
And then Brooke was off to that. Yeah. I was very excited when I saw that foursome. That's a good foursome.
That's a good foursome.
And then Drew Holiday got traded again to the Celtics today, and I hate that.
He's a good piece. He's a good piece for the Celtics.
I don't know that he is a good piece for the Celtics. I think they have too many guards. I just don't like to, I don't know that it makes them better than the Bucks, but I don't like to see Drew Holiday as a Celtic.
No,
immediately
because we're going to play him.
And it's just like, and I think he could shut down Lillard.
Yeah.
He's big enough and strong enough, and he might take a, you know, but you know what that'll mean? That'll mean that Chris is open.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is people are missing on this. Yeah, it's going to make open up Giannis, but it's going to make Chris Middleton feel so much more free. He'll be this third option guy that
is
can
awesome.
be ignored. And also he could also have the ball a little more, and Lillard could come off ball and do a little more of the, if Lillard's smart, he'd do a little more of the Curry stuff where he's running around without the ball, you know, while those two guys have the ball. I think it's going to be very exciting.
It could be a fun ass season. That's for sure.
It's going to be fun. You know, you don't have to say things like all. Yeah, as far as any team goes, obviously, if someone gets injured, it's not the case.
Did you hear Jay Butt talking Bucks tampering? And they should look
yeah,
into
he was
it.
fucking around. He was joking around.
Did you also see?
Did you see him today in his
emo? His emo
was
look.
So
it was
fucking
so
funny.
good. He's like, this is just my
that's his official
emotions.
media day look too, Tara. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They were taking like the pictures that they'll show like during game, like this is Jimmy Butler. Like,
I know,
because he had a funny picture last year.
He had like the long dreads that he did.
Yeah, last year, and this year he's got this emo look, and he's like, "This is how I'm feeling right now."
So funny. And then he had like the eyebrow thing in.
He had the eyebrow thing. It was very funny.
It was awesome. I saw it. I'm like, wait.
He came in an all black out like whole fit, and then I'm like, oh, that's funny. And then when he put on the Miami Heat, guys, for those that aren't sports fans or don't see this stuff, Google Jimmy Butler emo. Just Google that; it'll come up. And seeing him in his basketball uniform with that hairdo is so fucking funny.
So funny.
He has a very good. He can be a real turd sometimes, but he has such a good sense of humor.
He does.
I really think he's a funny person.
I've always liked him. Thought he was funny.
He's very funny. He's a nut. But it's definitely worth checking that out. It's fucking hilarious. So the Heat. Now I'm afraid of the Heat just because Jimmy's gonna be mad.
Yeah,
I'm terrified of the Heat. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but just having a guy that can just score at will like Dame Lillard, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. It's a bittersweet.
The Bucks have not had that in this whole Giannis run. A guy that can just score whenever he wants in a million different ways. And who cares if his defense isn't good? All the other guys will pick it up. All the other guys are very good defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Plus we got Bobby Portis. Heard of him? We signed
He loves playing.
We signed
Campaign.
Yeah. Whatever. It's an NBA player that has a lot of. I don't love him as a player, but I'll take him we got to put somebody in the lineup. I'd take Campaign over Grayson Allen.
Yeah, maybe, Grayson was a turd. He sucked for us.
So, any other of that NBA talk about that?
Not really.
I don't really have any other NBA stuff. I was excited about this Bucks trade. So guys, the Melons are very excited about the Milwaukee Bucks this season. Giannis, Dame. I'm trying to come up with a cool nickname for the two of them. I couldn't come up with it. I was saying they could be called Cream Time. Instead of Dame Time or Cream City, it's Cream Time.
Cream Time. Time to cream.
It's Cream Time.
Let's cream.
Welcome to Cream Time. I love it. So that's our sports for the week. Oh, other than Colorado lost again.
Oh, yeah. But
I turned it off because they were down by a ton, and then they got within a touchdown.
Yeah.
I didn't really see what happened.
I didn't either.
USC just take their foot off the pedal.
They must.
USC just must have took because Caleb Williams is awesome. By the way, did you watch the first half?
Yeah,
he's awesome.
It's crazy.
The Bears should continue to lose.
Yeah,
and Carolina can continue. They have 2 shots at the number 1 pick.
Yeah,
with 2 terrible teams. I would imagine if they finished the 2 bottom picks, they would trade the second pick for more picks because there's a couple different quarterbacks available that are also going to be good. But you get Caleb Williams and a couple other picks, and you can probably trade Fields if he plays okay. He's showed enough where they could probably trade him.
Yeah.
For something, or keep him on your bench as a backup. Because he'd actually be, if Caleb ever went down, that's a problem. The guy that you can't really game plan for because he just is a different deal. That tends to work a lot when a guy comes in for a spell. I watched a movie last night. Moving on now. I watched a crazy ass movie last night, Tara.
What was it?
On Netflix called Nowhere. And it's one of these classic stranded movies, you'll see. Mm-hmm. Like people stranded in the ocean.
Yeah.
It was a woman who gets stranded in one of those. She was trying to escape. It wasn't like a real. She was like, it was like Spain or something. It was like some fake thing. It was weird because there was like these people were wearing these like fake military uniforms and stuff like that. But anyway, they escaped from this. We're going to say it was like Spain. It was in Spanish, but European Spanish. And she's stuck in the middle of an ocean as in one of those shipping containers. That's how they were escaping. It was through the shipping container. She was with her husband. They get split up. Everyone else that was in the container got murdered and like cleaned out, and she hid. And then they still shipped the container. And then it fell off in a storm, and she's pregnant, and then she has to have the baby in the container. It's fucking, and the scene where she has the baby in the container is nuts. It's like she's just like fully nude in the container, like hanging on, like and the water's in there, and she like basically has a water birth. It's nuts. It's a fucking crazy movie, but it's like one of the, I can't help but love a movie. Do you like movies like that, Tara? Where it's like that, which sucks because I'd like to do a list of of that type of thing where it's like, but she's stuck in the middle of nowhere, her by herself, her trying to like solving problems, figuring out how to eat, figuring out how to drink while stuck in this shipping container in the middle and having a baby. It was fun. It's a fun movie and a weird, crazy movie all at the same time. And sad, I guess. It wasn't really sad with like how it ended. Like there's one thing that happens that's, I guess, sad, but not really. But yeah, it's called Nowhere. It's on Netflix. You should watch it, Tara. I think it's interesting. You can't do stuff like that?
No, that's
like Castaway? It's like Castaway. It's like Castaway meets Open Water.
I might like it. I wouldn't like it, but
I watched it. I watched it with subtitles, not dubbed, because I hate dubbed shit.
I do too.
Really hate dubbed shit. So
because like when you can tell that they're not saying the things.
I don't like the actors they get. Nuts. They always sound like shit. So speaking of that, staying on Netflix, there was this thing called what was it called? Something Child, Lost Child, or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It was a mini series, and it was like also in another language. But I did it with dubbed because I was doing other shit, and I didn't want to. I was like tired.
Paid too much attention
when I was watching, so I was kind of just like didn't want to have to read it, and it wasn't that good anyway. But the dubbing was, there's a girl that's like 12 in it. And the person who does the voice sounded like she was like 20. It was so weird and bad. It's like, why not choose a little girl? I'm like, maybe she sounded like that. So I flipped over to the real sound. Yeah. And she sounded like a little fucking girl.
Oh, God.
It was so dumb. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, it's not like you have to find someone that actually understands the German version of it because it was German. You could have just write the script out and have a little girl read it. Right. Like, what were they doing? It was so stupid. And the show ended up being really stupid, but
whenever they dub, I feel like you're right. They just pick the weirdest voice actors that just don't match up at all.
They don't match they're not good actors usually either.
Yeah, no.
It's like they just find people that can read it. It's like find an actor to do it, and that does it well. But it probably costs too much.
Probably.
But if you want it to be good, do it. Because it sucks. I hate dub shit. People love dub shit. I hate dub shit. It's always like, dubstep. Oh my God, there's the man in the moon. It's like that sort of acting.
Yes.
Like,
yes, 100%.
So I tend to do subtitles. So if there's like I've been really meaning to watch Bank Heist. I think that's what it's called, right? Bank Heist. It's on Netflix. There's like 5 seasons of it.
No clue.
I think it's called Bank Heist. But anyway, it's like a Spanish show, Spanish speaking show, maybe Portuguese. I think it's Spanish. But I started watching it it's 5 seasons. So I gotta read it because I started doing it with dubbed and I fucking hated it. Yeah. I hated the way how dumb everyone sounded. And then I turn it over.
We're robbing a bank
because everyone in it's doing a really good job acting. It's like a well done show. So like the acting's good in it, and it's like, oh my God, they have guns. Instead of like,
instead of
excellent acting like that.
Instead of guns.
Oh my God. Yeah. But instead of like, oh my God, they have guns.
Oh my God, there's guns.
I fucking hate dub shit. It sucks. Which is funny because I hate subtitles. I hate people that watch normal shit with subtitles. I want to kill them because it's the most distracting thing ever. I don't watch the act. That's why I wish I could watch things dubbed because I can pay attention better to the emotion the person is conveying. But I'd rather hear their real voice than someone else's voice because they're not good actors. People
That's
that do
definitely
dubbing
a grievance of that's definitely agreements among people that put subtitles on when they're just watching like The Office or what.
Our
What are you
brother
doing? Yes.
is a subtitle guy, and
Well,
I
he
can't.
probably has
He
rough
can't
hearing.
hear.
No.
He can't hear.
Lots of years
People
of
that would do it
music.
during Game of Thrones every week.
Oh God.
I'm like, fucking just listen and you'll get used to it.
Yes.
Train your brain.
Train your brain.
Dumbass. I'm not talking to you, Trin. You do it because you can't hear shit. You're
Music.
deaf. But most people do it because they're stupid. So yes, those are my. So I don't like either. So I hate when I'm watching something in English that has people put the subtitles on unless they can't hear, and then it's okay. But most people just do it because they're. I don't know why.
I don't either.
And then I don't like dubbed things because they are stupid. So I watch it with subtitles so I can hear the real actors because it's the way it's supposed to be seen and heard. So there you have it. So Nowhere on Netflix, wild movie, and then don't watch the other thing. I think it was really popular. I think it was big on Netflix.
Bank Heist.
No, not Bank Heist. The other thing I watched. Bank Heist people love, Tara. I think it's called Bank Heist.
What's the other thing you watched?
I told you it was like about some. It was called something Child.
Oh
I
yeah.
I say I want to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing, Tara. This thing was basically like they saw. It's called Bank Heist. Yeah, I was right. It's like they saw that movie. That movie Room.
Yes.
It's like that where woman was kidnapped and then there's kids involved, but it's like more of like a mystery and it's super weird twists and turns. Where Room was a very good movie. It's just a little depressing and sad, but this was a little more like.
Oh, I thought
ridiculous.
You were talking about The Room.
No. No.
Room.
The one with
like Brie
what's her name?
Larson.
Brie Larson and that kid that's really good.
Yeah.
What's his name? He's awesome actor. He's really great in it. But it's that same sort of idea where someone's keeping someone in a kidnapped woman that has kids in a room.
I don't like that.
But gets weirder. And it's like culty and strange. Yeah, I was out too. But then it was so bizarre that I had to finish it because it was like nuts. It was like German and like wild. They definitely saw a Room. It's like Room meets. I can't even think. It was so weird. It wasn't good though. It was bad. But Netflix has just put up all sorts of. I mean, they've already done a lot of foreign stuff, like a non-English stuff. But because of the strike, they have to do a lot of other stuff like that. So strike's over though, so we'll see what happens. Not totally. The actors haven't signed anything yet, but as far as I know, maybe they did. What about you, Terry? You got anything for me?
I do.
Let's hear it. Let's hear what you got for me.
I got some hard-hitting questions, and they're not about holidays because I hated all the holidays today. So I was just sitting on my porch thinking of things to ask you, and I'll tell you what I came up with. All right.
Okay.
So one of them. I just saw a text from someone at work that says they're sick and not going to be able to work tomorrow. Irritated. Okay. If you could go into any animated world, TV or movie, what world would you go into and why?
I would, no doubt, I'd go straight to Monsters Inc.
Oh,
that's the world I would love. I love Monsters Inc. I love the idea of I'd want to be on the scare floor / laugh floor at the end.
Oh yeah,
that would be great. And I just love the idea of going in and out of those doors and the monsters everywhere. That's the world I want to be in. Is Monsters Inc. Like those doors are so cool. Going from world to world within the doors, fucking with people. Scare floor would be fun.
That's a very good answer.
What about an adult version of Monsters Inc. where it's like, you show up and it's like more like fantasies for like adult, like it's like more of an adult movie. Like it's like people that are like, oh like your dreams actually like, oh my dream actually shows up and like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a wet dream basically. There's like you have nightmares and stuff, but then there's wet dreams for adults. Oh, and like you would like these monsters.
So it's like a I don't know if they're monsters. Dream?
It's like it's a sex thing. It's a sex thing, but it's like Monsters Inc., but for sex. For adults and sexy.
I think you just came up with a really good porn idea.
Oh yeah, what would that movie be called? Monsters Dink?
Monsters Dink.
Monster Cock? Monster Cocks?
Mm,
It's not as clever, but that's probably what they would call it. Monsters Dink is
Monsters
really
Dink.
funny. But it would also be like, yeah, but like basically fantasies would come to life in your nighttime. Like you'd come through your closet door and then you'd get like, oh, it's Fabio.
It's Fabio.
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 You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good idea. But yes, Monsters Inc. Or Monsters Inc. adult
Okay.
version.
I was thinking the Jetsons, just because living in space sounds fun and kind of scooting around in all of their futuristic things. So that would be mine.
You know what's interesting when you think about the Jetsons is that all their names are like space and future based. So people like, no one's last name now is Mr. Spacely or Jetson. So in the future, people start changing their name because of what's happening. Their last names actually change a little bit. That's actually the most interesting part about the Jetsons. You got Mr. Spacely, you got Mr. Jetson. What's the other?
Sprockets?
Sprocket?
Some sprockets.
I don't know. I like that though. Daughter Judy. Judy was probably one of my first crushes as a child, I would say.
Well, that's funny because one of my next questions is top 3 weirdest crushes you've ever had.
Top 3 weirdest crushes?
Yeah.
I don't know what makes it weird, I guess.
One time I had a crush.
It's normal for a kid, like a kid to have a crush on Judy Jetson.
But like, I feel like when people say they had crushes on like animal characters, that's weird.
I don't know that maybe I did.
Or like,
I don't know. I mean, does like a mermaid count? I definitely was horned up for Ariel when I was a kid.
I don't.
When she was the mermaid more than when she was the woman.
I don't know. I think that's
is that
fine,
weird?
I think that's fantasy.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird either. I think most guys probably had a crush on her when they're a kid. She's in a bra. She's in a bikini bra.
She's in a
shell bra. I was a little boy. I thought that was pretty cool. Weird? I don't know. I'm trying to think, Tara. Weird. What's a weird crush?
I had a weird crush on one of the old attorneys that I worked for.
I got one. That's too weird for me. Get out of here. This is mine. An old attorney I used to work for. That's normal.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So here's a weird one for you. In the movie Cry Baby.
Yeah. Oh God. Nuh-uh.
No. Not her.
Okay.
But not the other. Tracy Lords' character, Wanda Wood.
Oh.
She was scary.
She was
when you're a little kid, she was too scary. But for me, like, I was like, she was way hotter than Allison. Like the main character. I was way more into like, I mean, I guess it makes sense because she was like a porn star and like, she was like trying to be sexual. But like I feel like that was too weird for my age.
Probably.
I think a lot of them are like, I think it was her. I had a big crush on her. I think might find out a type I like here so I liked Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords, not the porn star, but Tracy Lords in Cry Baby as Wanda Wood. That's a good name. Mm-hmm. And then I liked, hold on. I gotta look at her. My brain's not working. I also liked, I had a huge crush. You would think it would be someone else in the movie, but I had a huge crush on Magenta in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I loved Magenta. I was like so horned up by Magenta when I was a young lad.
Magenta.
I thought she was like super cool. Like, and like that was, I mean, that's kind of a similar vibe to the Tracy Lord character.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm a little kid when I have a crush on her in these two in these movies. Mm-hmm. So Tracy Lord in Cry Baby, Magenta in Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then I think those are weird. Are those weird to you?
Yeah.
Weird enough for you? And then I can't think of anything else like that That would have been a weird
that
crush.
works.
No, I needed to get 3, Tara.
Okay.
I need to get a third. I'm trying to think of something like in that vein of like, I don't know if I can't think of anyone's. I'll just go with those 2. I don't know if I can come up with another weird one. Because those are, to me, are kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't want to actually just like, oh, maybe there was like Elvira or something like that. Though I can't lie. I was into Elvira when I was a young lad.
I mean,
how could you not be
when
you're a young lad?
Yeah.
When you're a young lad and those bazungas abuse bazunga.
Exactly. Those yabbles.
I don't think it's even like misogynist or like ridiculous to say bazungas.
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of what her thing was. Like, look at my bazungas.
Yeah,
that was her
definitely.
shtick. Like, she'd be like, whoa, here's my bazungas. I'm having a fun time saying bazungas.
Bazungas.
Them just some bazungas. I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to go with Elvira and her bazungas.
I like it.
It's not, but I had a type, I guess. It was like kind of a little bit dark, a little bit spooky.
A little spooky. It is spooky
a little dark,
season,
a little spooky.
So... Okay.
A little dark, a little spooky.
Would you rather run a milk mile where every 4th of a mile you have
milked?
to drink? No.
So far I'm in.
Where every 4th of a mile you have to drink a 1/4 of a gallon of milk.
A 1/4 of a gallon?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
Or participate in a naked bike ride in your hometown.
The milk one. I don't want to ride a bike naked. That sounds brutal.
No.
Anytime I see the naked bike ride in Chicago, I'm like, no, thank you. It's not the naked. It's not like being naked in front of people. It's the naked
on a bike.
Naked on a bike with like my butt dragging around on my bike seat. And then if I don't want that, I have to stand the whole time I bike. Fuck that. That sounds very hard. I'd rather drink a bunch of milk. It's just a mile.
Yeah.
It's a gallon total.
Yeah.
I guess you must have to start drink at the first mile.
Yeah.
Drinking it. Or do you drink one at the very end? Quarter mile, half mile, third mile. At the
so every 4th you have to drink. So you can either do it so you drink.
I would rather do that and throw up.
Okay.
I would rather do that and throw up than have to like put my butthole on a bike seat and like have it accidentally slide in there. Yeah. I just feel like that would hurt.
Yeah. I
agree. I just like anytime I see people riding bikes nude, I'm like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
There's so many things that could happen there. So many road rash, bike chain on your nuts, boob stuff.
Boob stuff for sure.
I feel like boobs are probably one of the safer things in that, unless you fall, then it would hurt.
And then your boobs would hurt.
And your boobs would hurt a lot. Nip rash. Oh man.
Road rash on your nips.
Road rash on your nips.
That would be painful.
Oh boy. Now I'm picturing Elvira with road rash on her boobs.
Oh god. All right. Here's the next game. It's called This or That.
This or that.
Nike. This you might hate how it starts out, but
y'all
it's gonna
get mad about
better,
it. Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Hamburgers or brats?
Hamburgers. So far, these are all very easy.
Giannis or MJ?
In what sense?
However you want to take it.
Giannis.
Giannis is right. Emmett or Barry?
This is tough. I like them both a lot.
I know.
I like everything. I like both of their running backness. I like both of them as dudes. Barry, sadly. I got to go with Barry. I'm sorry, Emmett.
I pick Emmett.
Barry Sanders. I
do love Barry, though.
Seeing Barry Sanders being at the thing the other day.
Yep.
At the Lions game, I was loving life.
Funyuns or Cool Ranch Doritos?
I eat Cool Ranch Doritos more often, but I love Funyuns. They're my favorite. I just can't eat them as much.
Detroiters or I Think You Should Leave?
I think you should leave. I love Detroiters. I love
Detroiters. I think I
They're
picked Detroiters.
it's
I
so
love
underrated.
it so much. I love it.
It's so
And it was
underrated,
so sad
and
that it didn't get
it's
another season.
and it's as funny as I Think You Should Leave. I would say. I just think I Think You Should Leave is like jam packed, just jam packed with action.
Stepping. Okay, go ahead. Stepping in poop.
Yeah.
Or stepping in barf.
Man, here's the thing. Barf is going to be easier to get off of your shoe. It just is. However, it's more rare. And when I smell barf, it's bad. I'd rather step in poop because I can tell myself it's dog poop.
Yeah.
I can just tell myself it's dog poop. Shit, I got to get this off. So I'm going to say stepping in poop. I'd rather step in poop because it's more common and I'm just like, I can function. Stepping in puke, you're like, barf.
And then it like smells like barf and you're just like, oh my
God.
God.
And it sticks and you just can't get rid of that barf stink. And then if you barf a little, oh boy. Oh boy.
Bad breath or stinky butt?
For myself or for someone else?
For yourself.
Stinky butt.
For someone else.
Stinky butt. Bad breath is gross. Because bad breath, because here's the thing: is bad breath will can smell like a stinky butt.
It totally.
But it's coming out of someone's
mouth.
Butt. It's like, I know. Your mouth smells like a butt. Your butt smells like a butt. Oh, your butt smells like a butt. That's cool. It's not great, but it's supposed to. Oh, your mouth smells like a butt.
Did you eat some turds? Did someone shit in your mouth? Are you dying? What's going on? Yeah, it's like
I hate when I have really bad breath.
Oh my God.
Man.
Me too.
Oh no.
Pancakes or waffles?
Damn. I think waffles. But I hate when I get Here's what I'll say. Grievance. I hate when you go get they give you one waffle. It's always one waffle, or you get a stack of pancakes. When with a waffle, it's the same amount of basically stuff you use for one pancake. Give me 3 waffles. I want 3 waffles. Give me 3 pancakes. I would also like. Don't give me 1 waffle. Give me 3 waffles.
I'm never like full after a Belgian waffle. I need more
don't give me
waffles.
I don't understand why think they can get away with 1 waffle.
Yeah.
When I make waffles, it's about the same amount I have to use to make a pancake. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little. So give me 2 waffles.
Sure.
Give me 2 waffles for every 3 pancakes.
Yes.
But I like waffles better.
I think
because I like that crispiness.
I think I do too.
And you still get the soft flaky in the middle.
Yeah. Spiders or snakes?
Snakes. Spiders are just like.
I agree.
You walk through you're like, it's like, snakes you don't run into very often.
And I feel
when you do, it's like, with spiders, I just feel like they're there and you walk through a spider web, like, I got a spider on me for the rest of the dang night.
Yeah.
You think you do anyway.
Well, and like if someone had like a tarantula and then someone had a snake, I would hold the snake. I would not hold the tarantula.
For sure. I would hold a snake.
Yeah.
I would not hold a tarantula. You're right.
No. Right. Zombies or werewolves?
Werewolves. I was talking about. So we watched Lost Boys 2 nights ago to bring in October. Last day of September to bring in October.
Yeah.
So it's our favorite Halloween. It's our favorite like Halloween time movie. Mm-hmm. And then we basically talked about we really like vampires, but I don't really like zombies. I think they're boring. I think that zombies are super fucking boring.
Yeah, because they don't talk. They're just like,
and it's like, and when people usually like get killed by the zombies because they fucked up and did something stupid, like, oh, I got distracted. Where the vampires are like, they're just like far more
I said werewolf.
They're sexy. I know. I'm talking about. Werewolves are in the same camp to me as a vampire. They're not as sexy as a vampire, a werewolf, but they're pretty cool and they're good at basketball. So.
Mm-hmm. What about witches or vampires?
What about bringing Teen Wolf back as a football player?
You think he'd be good?
I would like to see a remake.
What position would he play?
Quarterback. Come on.
I don't know.
He's like a Michael Vick type.
Maybe he'd play like quarterback, but then he'd play both ways, and he'd play like.
Oh, he definitely plays both ways, like Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Of Colorado. Yeah.
Witches or vampires?
Well, vampires. Witches are. I'm not that into witches.
Comedy movies or action movies?
It's hard. It's hard for me. Probably action movies. I do like comedies, but man,
I think
do
you're
love
going to
a
be
good-
surprised, but I pick action too. Like when we
I
watch
find
movies,
that I find that
I love
comedies
the
are
action.
far more inconsistent.
Yes.
Where a bad action movie can still kind of be fun.
Yeah.
Like a bad action movie can still kind of suck, or still be kind of cool.
Would you
But
rather?
a comedy, it's either really good or I don't care about it at all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god,
They are really
why does everyone love horrible bosses?
Oh god.
And that's the other thing is people love some of these comedies that are like horrible bosses. I was never even into like the Hangover movies. I never thought they were that funny.
One.
Did you think it was that funny?
I thought it was fine, but I didn't want to see
but it was
three
like
more.
Enough where you got 3 more of them is
No.
like people took over the war. Like,
No.
It's like, come on.
No.
Like the same year other stuff came out I found much funnier. I don't know. So action movies, because they're more consistent. Bad or good. They're almost always kind of bad.
Yeah.
I have a take.
And they're fun.
Do you have more stuff? Because I have a take.
Yeah, I've got a lot
And I think we should do a whole thing on it next week. But
okay. What is it?
And it's I have my take is that 80s. I have a take that the 80s is the best decade of movies.
Okay.
Like it's like they're modern enough where they don't feel weird and old, and they also don't take themselves like incredibly serious all the time. And they do sometimes, just a little bit, but then there's also like, we know this is not big a deal. Like the 80s had just like, it was a more fun Hollywood, where the 90s starts getting a little more real. The 90s are still pretty good, and then the 2000s on, it's like everything's so fucking serious. Like there's either really serious movies or really bad movies. There's like not like they don't combine the two very well anymore. Where the 80s were all of it. Lost Boys is funny, scary, sexy. Die Hard's an amazing movie. And then you got movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and things of that, like in that genre. Back to the Future. The 80s, I think 80s was the best decade of movies. Like hold up the best. And like young people can watch them and still enjoy them.
I think you might be right. You just said a bunch that I'm super into as well.
I don't know what we can do about that next week. Maybe we don't have to. Maybe I just said it and we move on. I think the 80s were cooler other than, a couple things like that were bad about it.
Cold War. There's just
AIDS. Cold War, AIDS. Not great. But as far as like pop culture went, it was kind of like music in the 80s was cool. Like stuff they even made fun of when you go back and look at it now. I'm like, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
I like it. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready. Always ready.
Would you rather get a shot in your eyeball? Like shot like this?
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
Or
the
a
needle
shot.
With the needle?
Yeah. Or a shot in your ball sack.
Ball sack. Well, in the sack or in the actual testicle?
Like in the testicle.
Oh my God, Tara. That's whew, I'm going to pass out thinking about it. They're both terrible.
I know.
There's a point in the movie where I did thing where my butthole got so clenched and I was like, I can't look, where she like scraped her leg on a piece of metal and it tore down and then she had like sew it up herself. And I was just like, ugh. And I was like clenched. But right now I'm doing that with my whole body because I'm trying to picture a needle in my ball sack, my testicle,
your testicle,
or eyeball. I feel like I gotta say I'd rather have it in the testicle because I feel if I got in the eyeball, I just am like my eyeball's probably fucked forever.
I don't know. I feel like they do shots in your eyeball, don't they? For like
numbing in movies that are scary. I don't know, Tara.
I don't know either.
I don't know. But they do shots in ball sacks probably too.
I don't know that. I don't
want either, but I'm gonna say testicle. I don't know. Tara, would you rather have a shot in your eyeball or a shot in your chode?
I would take a shot in my chode.
In your taint?
Definitely a shot in my taint.
Okay.
Spicy marg or cucumber vodka limeade?
Cucumber vodka limeade, but I do love margaritas very much. I think I like a regular margarita more than a spicy marg, Tara.
Just a couple more.
Okay.
Dragons or unicorns?
Dragons. Unicorns are.
I pick unicorns.
But not like Game of Thrones dragons. Lame.
Oh.
Get over your... I think dragons are kind of cool, but my least favorite part of Game of Thrones was the dragons. I just don't care about the dragons. And the new show. There's like dragon fight in the sky. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your dragon fight. But if there's unicorn fights, that could be kind of cool. I might be a unicorn.
I was going to say, it sounds like you don't really like dragons. Unicorns I
like unicorns better than dragons.
Mm-hmm. Water parks or amusement parks?
Water park. No doubt.
Definitely.
Love a water park.
I do too. An ingrown toenail or glass stuck in the bottom of your foot?
That's tough. And it's like you can't get it out. It just stays there. And you got to let it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Ingrown toenail. They only last a little while.
Yeah.
But like that does hurt. Both hurt. Both are bad.
Puke?
Is this the last one?
No. Puke or diarrhea?
On me? In me? Out of me?
On you.
On me, in me, or out of me?
Let's do on.
On me?
Yeah.
Puke.
Out of you.
Diarrhea. Puking hurts.
Puking
Diarrhea
hurts.
can be funny. Diarrhea can be funny.
Puking hurts my feelings too.
Puking makes me sad.
Yes, it
while I'm
hurts
doing
my
it.
feelings.
I
big
cry.
Time. Yes.
It hurts. It tastes like shit.
It goes out your nose.
Yeah, puking. It usually means bad. Diarrhea is common. Puking, not good.
Unload the dishwasher or fold laundry?
Unload the dishwasher is where I'm at these days.
I'm a fold the laundry.
I've been really. My last load of laundry I did not get folded. I wore every piece of it before folding it. It did. Well, technically, the last. It was before I came home, and the last few things got folded or got put into my bag to come home.
That's funny.
So I have a bunch of shit in the dry. The thing is, because Miranda's doing less laundry now. So she doesn't force my shit out as much. So when she forces out is when I fold it usually. But it's just sometimes I just let it kind of
live there.
Live there. I love it. That's why they call me Daddy Wrinkles. Look at these rinks.
Daddy Rinks.
Daddy Rinks is in the house.
Are you excuse me, sir, are you Daddy Rinks?
I'm Daddy Rinks because my balls are so dang wrinkly.
Oh God. No, I got two more.
Oh wow. There's a lot of questions.
Being trapped in an anthill or being trapped in a beehive?
At the size I am and they're just normal, like little?
No, you get shrunk down into...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No. I don't like that. Make me normal size and they're oversized. Like the anthill's huge.
Okay. It's like the same difference.
No, it is not.
Okay.
No. The anthill's massive, but the ants are normal size.
Oh, no. I want the ants to be big.
No. That's fake.
Why?
Mine's better. Would you
Okay,
rather be...
fine.
Say you fall in... Tara, say you fall... Oh, no, I fell down in this field and it's it's just ants everywhere and you're in it and you can't get up because you broke your leg, or you fall and you like end up in a... That's a thing. Or you end up somewhere where a whole like this whole wall. There's whole things where a whole wall has become a bee's nest. I think that's the better question than me shrinking.
Which one?
Because guess what? If I shrunk down, bees would destroy me in 2 seconds.
No, they're not. They're not going to eat you or sting you. They're just going to
Then who cares?
Which one would you prefer to be in?
I guess the bee one because there's honey. What are you talking about? They're not going to do anything to me. Who gives a shit? Who cares? If they're both going to leave me alone, I don't really care. I guess the one that has food I want to eat, honey, baby. Because ants just get scraps and shit. They're
but you could like
scrappers.
Run around in their little anthill and
you don't think run around
caverns?
cool,
you might
like
get, you'd
honeycomb
like
area
get
would be cool.
stuck in the honey, and you'd be
And
like,
then lay that honey
ah.
up, honey. No, I if I shrunk down, I want to hang out with the bees and the honey if they're not going to hurt me.
Okay.
They are going to hurt me. Ants. And then if I'm normal size and they're just like the whole room is either an ant hill or a beehive, I think I'd want to be in the ant hill again because that many bees will get you for sure.
Yeah, you'd be dead as a doornail, Thomas J. style.
TJ style.
Trapped in a coffin or in a room that has like some space, but there's like a couple rats running around, like 4. So like your storage unit with 4 rats.
Wait, what? Say it again?
Trapped in a
I was trying to do
coffin.
math. I realized that we recorded before this.
Oh.
So I don't know how long we've been recording. I'm trapped in a coffin with
Or
what?
just nothing.
That's it.
Or you're
trapped in what way? For
like
how long? Forever?
No.
Till I die?
No.
Am I going to die in both of these scenarios?
No. For
Then
let's say
I don't know.
5 hours. You don't know, but you're only in there for 5 hours.
And what's the other one?
You're in a room like the size of your storage unit with like 4 rats running around climbing on you.
Coffin. Fuck that. I don't want rats with me.
I know. That's
I
it.
I get claustrophobic in that, but I guess I could kill the rats.
You can't.
But that wouldn't be fun.
No.
I don't know, man.
Because like if you killed one, the other ones would jump on you and try to kill you.
I gotta go with the coffin.
Me too. Rats are disgusting.
Unless I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die. You don't.
Do I die in both?
No.
Which I die in both. Which way do I want to die?
I'll die in a coffin.
I guess the coffin. I'd rather be in a coffin than a bunch of rats eating me up. Yeah. Or I kill them all and I eat them first and then live
you
a little
die
longer.
Of black plague.
Yeah. Coffin. I'd just rather just suffocate in that. Because you'd slowly just kind of pass out and die. Coffin.
Okay.
Nice. One email. And then we got to go. It's been long. It's wild that it's October, spooky season, from Miranda. Miranda emailed us. I know that's surprising, but Miranda did email us at MELLONfights at MELLON fights at gmail.com. MELLONfights at gmail.com. Please send us an email. Please.
We need your email.
We need your emails. Did you just hear the last hour and a half? We had nothing to talk about.
No, I did like this or that's for like 20 minutes. Jesus
like,
Christ.
What is this? Like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that many of those again ever.
I was just trying something new.
Yeah, you tried. It was a little long.
I know.
I mean, I said some things, but it wasn't that interesting. I would say email us, please. Follow us on don't even worry about Instagram and TikTok. I don't even care. We may stop doing clips. We'll see. It's wild that it's October. Favorite binge watching snacks, appetizers, chips, dip, or gummy candy. Okay. Appetizer. That's pretty good. Charcuterie board, I didn't say. That's good. I do like a good charcuterie board. Maybe I did say it. Favorite touchdown. Panthers really. Oh, she's going to keep updating us. Panthers really long pick that right. He ran back all the way. That was good. Yesterday, it was like a 99-yard TD. I thought it was between that, but I also thought the one where the Bears got scored on was really funny.
Yes.
And then that Christian McCaffrey hurdle one was awesome.
He's so good.
He's so good. Spooky season top 3 idea: fall beverages or Halloween. We should come up with a list. Maybe we're due for. We haven't done a list in a while. Tara.
No, we haven't.
So maybe we should come up a list for next week. You got any ideas?
No.
Fall beverages or Halloween costumes. Spooky season. Fall beverages or Halloween costumes. Maybe we could do a Halloween costume list or something like that.
Sure. Oh my God. I saw one where it was like weirdest Halloween costumes, and it was a girl who had on white shorts and like her period, and then a guy who had like blood all over his face in his white shirt. It was
That's
so
what
gross.
it is, Tara. Next week we're both going to do our top 3. We both have to come up with couple, maybe top 5 costume ideas for this year.
Couple costume?
Couple or solo, I've decided.
Okay.
Either or. They both are worthy of our time. You know, because some people have significant others. Some people, Tara, are single. So let's come up with both. What? That was not for you?
Oh, it wasn't? Drew?
No!
Okay.
You have friends that you can do costumes with?
Sure.
I would say let's do that. We're both going to come up with 5 costume ideas and things that are off limits. I'm going to say it right now. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and Barbie stuff and Oppenheimer are all off limits.
Okay.
But that's not who we are anyway. So unless you come up with something so fucking clever for one of those, Tara, unless it's so fucking clever, it blows my mind. We didn't really answer top 3 ideas for fall beverages or Halloween costumes. Batman, Ninja Turtles, and witches are my 3 favorite Halloween costumes.
I like Mario.
Mario?
Huh?
You like when people dress
Mario
as Mario?
Bros.
Yeah.
Mario Bros. Like the big unicorn blow-ups.
Okay.
And scarecrows.
Scarecrows I like. I like that. I also like toilet paper mummies.
Yes.
Spooky season, would you rather go trick or treating with a big group of friends? That is fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And get all the best candy, but you have to dress like a hairy, smelly butt. I dressed as Poop Man one year. Like, what are we talking about? That's the winner. I don't even have to read the other one. And you smell like poop. Who cares? That makes the costume even more fucking
authentic.
It's Halloween. You're supposed to do that.
Go all out.
Go all out. Be a stinky dick. If you're a big old dick, smell like a dirty dick. Or watch the best and scariest movie ever and have to sleep alone in a haunted house. The other one, because that sounds terrifying. I don't want to watch a scary movie and then have to be alone in a haunted house. It's a real haunted house?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I would hate every second of that.
I'd rather smell like diarrhea.
Get a bunch of cool candy.
Get a bunch of cool ass candy with all my best friends. They're like, Drew, this costume's awesome. You look like a big hairy butthole.
And you smell like one too.
And you smell like shit. Like, I didn't shower for 2 weeks. That's my real butthole.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking awesome. And then I get a bunch of fucking king size Snickers.
Yeah.
I'm in. What about you, Tara?
There's nothing good. Yeah, because there's nothing good about the second one. You're watching a scary ass movie and then going into a haunted house and maybe getting like a demon inside of you. Yeah. And then, or you just like look like a hairy butt, which is funny. You smell, which that's also not funny. That great, but still.
It's funny for Halloween.
You're still with your friends and you're having fun and you get a bunch of the best candy.
Yes, no one said you had to stay smelly for the rest of your life.
No. And
have I officially been a guest on the podcast now since I was on last week meowing? If so, I feel honored to be your second guest.
You're actually like our third
or fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Jimbo was on. Michael was on.
And Miranda. And Carrot.
And Carrot doesn't count. So you're a third guest. I would count that for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been on a million times.
Yeah. We always ask her questions.
Heard her voice.
Yeah.
But I would say that I'll give her this. She actually came up to the mic
and
actually responded. So
yep.
So
welcome
so you
to
should
the
feel
guest.
honored to be our third
guest.
Tara, have you been staying dry?
I have been staying dry.
Good.
Have you been staying dry?
No, I'm always wet. The wettest boy in town. I don't say. Have you noticed? What?
What?
What was that noise?
Nothing.
Did you start buying before I even told you to have yourself a fucking Tuesday? Have a Tuesday. And ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon fights. What do a crooner say? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon fights. Melon fights. Melon fights. Melon fights. That was more Elvis-y than anything.